Did you ever think that the Rolex Submariner could have been improved upon? Well, that's exactly what Rolex did with this watch. That's why this watch is rather exclusive and uncommon, and that makes it highly collectible. So what is this thing? It's the Rolex SD 4K, the Rolex Sea Dweller 4000. The Sea Dweller is a rather familiar range of Rolex watches. It's essentially a Submariner for the series. It's for those that actually want an item on their wrist to be far more capable than most items on submarines. But the thing is, this Sea Dweller is a rather eclectic choice. It doesn't suit the needs, wants, or interests of most people. At least most people that wear Rolex watches. It's a rather chunky thing, especially the deep sea, which is 44 millimeters in diameter and about from the Earth to the Moon back in thickness. Currently we have the Sea Dweller 43 and the Sea Dweller Deep Sea. I made a video on it and you can check that out in the description after watching this one. So wait till the end. This watch is nearly identical in terms of size, dimensions, and the way it sits on the wrist to a Submariner. It really is a Submariner, but just better. It's a little bit thicker and it's way more capable. At first glance, it's really hard to notice that it's not a Submariner until you see that date window and you realize that there's no cyclops on the crystal, and yet there's a date window. There's no magnification at all, which is kind of odd for Rolex. But I guess that's part of the charm of this watch. It's not the exact same thing. It's just a very, very similar thing. Then it's also thicker and heavier feeling too. On the wrist, you notice that instantly. You notice that particularly with the clasp, which is, you know that it's a Sea Dweller clasp. It's not a regular Submariner clasp. And when you take a look at the side flank of the case, you notice that helium escape valve. And that's when you really know this watch does a lot more than a Submariner. 4000 evidently signifies the depth rating. The watch is rated for up to 4000 feet of depth, which I think they should have just made it SD 1220, because that's the translation in meters, which is an SI unit and which is probably what a Swiss company like Rolex would actually use internally. But 4000 just sounds more impressive, I guess. So what actually makes this watch special? Well, we all like limited stuff, but that was not the intention behind this piece, at least when Rolex produced it. I believe the production run was only 4 years, and this watch was probably not all that popular because it looked exactly like a Submariner, but it was thicker, so maybe Submariner buyers didn't have that much interest in it. It probably cost more than the Submariner because of the afforded features and capacity. This is kind of really highly collectible and special now because there are not that many made. It is a 6-digit Rolex and it's had a really short production run. They aren't super sought after like Comex subs or the vintage stuff. It is a modern Rolex. But there is a lot of difference, for example, with the current Sea Dwellers and this particular watch, and people do seek this one out. And so the values are slightly elevated on this piece if you compare it to the SD43, for example, or any Submariner we have right now. So why do I like this watch? It comes down to two things: how it sits on the wrist and what it's capable of. You know it does so much more within very similar geometry of a sub, and that's exciting to me. Not really the collectible aspect, because that makes it a lot harder to obtain, but once you've obtained it, I think the market is pretty solid on these. So how does the watch wear? Because that's really the most important thing if you want to wear it, because it's a watch and that's likely what you want to do with it. You notice how well proportioned it is. The 40mm case size is probably the gold standard of best size watch that fits almost all wrists really well. It is a bit thicker than a Submariner. The word compact is probably my favorite word when it comes to describing a watch's case design. It's incorporated weight and general tactility in hand. And this thing scores 10 out of 10 on compactness. It sits delightfully well on the wrist. Well, the Submariner does edge it out a little bit, in terms of how comfortable it is on the wrist and how it feels on the wrist. But when you know that this does so much more, I think you can kind of excuse that because they are so close. They are so very close. So basically, this is more than 90% the comfort of a Submariner. And I like heavier watches, so that doesn't affect my comfort criterion. Maybe it does yours, but to me that's just an added plus, at least in this size of watch. So this has been in my short list of favorite watches that Rolex has pretty much ever come out with, because I see it as a Submariner. It is a sea dweller, but to me it's really like a Submariner plus. Watch my video on the Rolex Deep Sea here or in the description below.